LeBron has found a new home, and it is with the Lakers. LeBron has agreed to a 4-year, $153.3 million deal with Los Angeles. So, Max, what does this move say about LeBron?
Well, it says, like the rest of us, if he has his choice, he chooses to live in Miami and Los Angeles. Like, you think about it. I love people, they talk about it's soulless, you know, L.A. and Miami. People like to talk themselves into the fact that it's a place they would never actually want to live, except people who have the choice generally do choose to live in those two places. They're awesome, warm weather cities. It's like if you can live in paradise and you're still working hard and you're being productive and everything, who wouldn't want to live in paradise? And in fact, LeBron chose. He chose. He was drafted into his hometown. He really didn't have a choice about that. He did choose to go back to his hometown, but he chose twice to spend 4-year stints, like little college stints, in two places that weren't his hometown, Miami and Los Angeles. And can we really blame him? And if you look at the choices that superstars in the NBA make, you want to know why the Western Conference is... You look, ESPN.com had a list recently of the best players in basketball, and of the top 10 or 12 or 15, one played in the East, and that was the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo, who has not yet had a choice as to where he wants to play, as to where he plays. But LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry, James Harden, et cetera, all in the Western Conference. Know why? It's warm there. People like to live and play where it is warm, and LeBron made that choice. I think that's like the big kind of overarching point. But within that, there are also other reasons, and we can get into all of those.
Were you surprised by the news that LeBron decided to go to the Lakers?
Not at all. Everyone points to LeBron James and Michael Jordan because that's the only guy ahead of him in the history of basketball. You could argue Kareem, but certainly of the non-bigs, the non-rim protecting post players, the only guy ahead of LeBron is Michael Jordan. So if he wears 23, he's obviously chasing Jordan, right? And that's right. But in fact, I've always said LeBron James is basically Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson had a baby. And it's LeBron. So everyone thinks he's chasing 23. But he has more in common in many respects with 32 than 23. He wants to, he's socially conscious. He wants to be a business tycoon. He is really a born facilitator and only a scorer primarily because he's so good at it that to help his team, he knows often it's best for him to score. But he's not really primarily a scorer first the way Jordan or Kobe was. He has a lot in common with Magic Johnson. And Magic heading the Lakers, I think, was a tremendous lure for LeBron, as many have written and discussed since this happened. But also the Lakers generally, the strongest brand by far in the history of basketball. People can point to the fact that the Celtics have one single more championship than the Lakers, but most of that happened in the pre-modern NBA era. However you want to define that, pre-shot clock, pre-three-point shot, pre-absorption of the ABA teams. In the modern era, the Lakers have so many more championships than anyone else, it's embarrassing. 10 championships. Who's the next closest? 6, which would be, the Chicago Bulls because of Michael Jordan. So that brand, that market, Magic Johnson's presence, even take away Magic, the only thing that was stopping the Lakers was incompetent ownership. Apologies to Jeannie Buss, but she was carrying out the wishes of her father, who wanted the family to kind of run the team together. And so Jim Buss was installed, and Jeannie did not get rid of him. Really, she gave him plenty of leash. And during that time, people could see the team was being run incompetently. Sorry, Jim, it is what it is. And they stayed away as soon as competent management came into place. Meaning, forget Magic's cachet and all that. Just the fact that he's made competent moves, getting out of the Mozgov contract, getting out of the D'Angelo Russell problem, getting value back for that, putting together a team that won 35 games as it was in the Western Conference, as it was young and maturing. As soon as stars see, oh, look at that, LA is being run competently, it is an enormous lure. So no, I was not surprised that LeBron chose LA, and there are other reasons too. If you look at the various kind of destinations for LeBron, the one that made the most sense by far was LA once Kawhi had problems in San Antonio. And you look at different destinations. Houston would have had to move mountains. Cleveland was a non-starter, as you can see. They couldn't attract talent. LA made the most sense.
All right, I want to welcome Ryan Hollins to the show. I'm going to ask you the same question. What does this move mean for LeBron?
Shows you how confident he is. The LeBron James that we're watching now in his career at this point knows who he is. Earlier on, the guy that I played against, he had moments, we'll be honest, he was insecure. He wasn't quite confident. He needed guys to teach him how to win. In order to make a move like he has to come over to Los Angeles, he has to be confident in the pieces he can build around him, because it's not just Magic Johnson. He's going to have to take a cast of new guys and go against the Houstons of the world, the Golden State Warriors, and not to mention the Western Conference. So he can't cruise and rest through 82 games and then even make the playoffs. He'll be fighting for a 7th and 8th seed, and that's not what you want to be doing. So you see a different LeBron, a confident LeBron, a calm LeBron James by making this move to Los Angeles, because guess what? It's more than business. Obviously, the business was a big part of it in moving to LA, but the basketball still comes at hand. And what LeBron showed us this last playoffs, he's more than capable.